So thank you for tuning in again. Today I'm Inspired Chriselle, and on here we inspire you to look within you to be the best version of you that you were created to be, that God is calling you out to be. Get content on love, relationship, worship, just really pure, good and inspiring stuff on here, and a few inspired DIYs also. So I just want to appreciate all our subscribers up to this point. God bless you richly. And if you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and do so. You'll truly be blessed on here, right? You'll truly be inspired. I'm all about encouragement. And again, today I bring you another content just to encourage someone. Maybe you're in that place where you're just working or you're going through some certain things and you don't see how they add up. What is the point of all of this? I just came on here to tell you that no experience with God is ever wasted. Everything with God is connected. There is a purpose to every experience that we are going through. I'm not saying that you force yourself to go through some things because of disobedience, but even at that, God will still use it for his glory. Okay. And I just came on with this encouragement as I was studying in the book of Samuel, first Samuel, and I just want to use the experience of David. Now look at David. David was a young guy, right? And he was just taking care of his father's sheep, and maybe they're just calling him maybe shepherd boy. Maybe he was even smelling, because we know how the sheep do smell. And it would have looked as if this is his life. He's just that wretched, fine guy that nothing is going to come out of him. That's his life. He's going to end up smelling like sheep and just, cleaning their dung here and there and just making sure they eat. But there was purpose in that experience, because while he was there, committedly, devotedly, diligently taking care of his father's sheep. When the bear came to attack, he was able to fight the bear. He built strength through that experience. He built stamina. He built confidence in God through that experience. Even when the lion came, he's going to pull out the sheep from you and then tear the lion apart. And that experience would have looked as if it's nothing. I mean, someone would have said, oh, this is your life. You're just fighting. Your life is a danger based on what you're doing. But this experience he was going through is what brought him to become a king. And that is why today we can talk about David. But David didn't just appear. He started from somewhere. So see, don't neglect what you're going through right now. Don't underlook this experience that God is making you to gather. You would be surprised, but it's going to play out in the future. I promise you. That is, if you have a consciousness, if you believe that your times are in your hands, and you look at things from a mindset of, okay, this is work, this is purpose, and God is in charge. Yes. And now when the Philistines were attacking the children of Israel, and even the people that had been trained in battle, see, never feel as if what you're doing is inferior to where some other person is or what some other person is doing. No, you are not inferior. David's job, his brothers looked as if it was inferior, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't inferior. Instead, it proved over time to be superior to what they were doing. When the battle was tough against the Philistine, and his brothers had joined the army because they were well built, they had been trained to fight, and David was just trained to take care of the sheep. And when they couldn't face Goliath just because of his stature, and they were afraid. But for David, he wasn't, because he's dealt with the lion, and this is just a human being. Of course, he's big, but I've dealt with bigger things, and I know who gave me the victory. His experience played out, and he was able to defeat Goliath, and his praise went all around. And because of that, David came into rulership. He became a king. And we still talk about him till date. After that, his son became king, right? And that is the lineage of our Savior. But see, it didn't just appear overnight. The experience he went through built this person that he became. Don't neglect the experiences you're going through. I can share several testimonies of my own experiences that prove that no experience is ever wasted. I'll give a brief one. When I was back in Cameroon, I was working with a company. I'd learned how to do online marketing for them, and it just felt like something to get by, and just get a job, just put a few content online, put a few posts if people like it, if they are tags or they're, all of those social media things. And I was just doing it, and I began to train people. When I got here and I was looking for a job, that experience played a great deal. right? I also grew up when I used to go for holiday. I used to visit my aunt from time to time for holiday to spend time with my cousins and that. And when I used to go there, she used to have commands for chin chin, peanuts, meat pie, fish pie, akra banana, and all these things. And sometimes the house was so busy that sometimes I'll really get angry. I'm like, what kind of thing is this? There's always one work or one command or one something. But see, look at that experience. I learned how to make all those things. And when I left the university, in the process where I was still looking for a job, I started making it myself to sell. Now, I was complaining initially, but I decided to learn and it paid out. That thing you're going through, this experience you're going through, don't underlook it. There is a work God is doing in you, there is a perfection God is working in you. And I'm still using some of the experiences I learned to do business for myself and make some extra income. Yes, there's always need for some extra income. So, what I came on here today is to encourage someone. See, that thing you're going through, just ask God and you'll see the purpose in it. Just trust God through it and you will see the purpose. Learn from David. Let David's testimony inspire you. Let my testimony hopefully also inspire you. What you're doing is not inferior to other people. No. Don't feel that. Don't feel that, because that is what David's brothers they taught. And even when he came, they're like, you go back and take care of the sheep. What are you doing here? This is the battleground. But this is the person that ended up by the hand of God bringing the victory to the children of Israel. Don't let anyone despise the experience you're going through. You yourself, don't despise the training, the experience you're getting. If you trust God and God is truly with you, you'll be surprised that it's all interwoven, it's all connected, and God will use it for his glory in your life. All right, I just came on with this encouragement. I really believe it's going to encourage somebody. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. So long as you're not hurting anybody, you're not doing anything negative, keep being diligent at your job. Before you know it, you might be promoted to the manager, and why not one day own that company. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being diligent. Don't neglect any experience, any positive experience you're gathering, right? Don't neglect it. That's all I came to share with you today. If this has been a blessing, go ahead, like, share, and why not subscribe to the channel. God bless you.